Hey guys, welcome back to the shop for another week of SNS, and this week is going to be another part 1 and part 2 episode for you. I got a pretty big mix for you in part 1, and what I'd like to do is share with you a couple more boxes of viewer mail that I've had over here. We got some really nice gifts that's been made and sent in, and then there's some more tools that have been sent in, so I'd like to share those here. And we're also going to show a little bit of barbecue. This past weekend I had a big work social. We do like once a year, sometimes twice a year. We get together and we do some shrimp boil and crawfish and barbecue and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have a little bit of that. I took my camera and got a little bit of video of the cook. So I had a lot of guys that's been asking me, hey, when we're going to see some more barbecue. I haven't been showing any of that lately. I really haven't been doing much barbecue lately, but I'm ready to get that started again. I'm ready to get out there and get the smoker fired up and start smoking some more barbecue. But anyway, you get to see a little bit of the seafood, and I'm ready to do another shrimp boil. Actually, I haven't done one of those in a while, and having some last week kind of got me in the mood to do one of my own. So I'll probably be doing one of those here pretty soon anyway. I've also got another tool that I want to go ahead and share in this episode. It's another tool from Edge Technology that I've had. It's the Pro Stop, and it's some video that I took a while back, and I'd like to go ahead and share that in this video and just show how the Pro Stop works. And I've been putting that tool to use, and I really like it. So we're going to share that footage, and I think that's going to be all for part 1. I've got some more machining in part 2, so if you're here for all the machine work, stick around, and there'll be plenty more in part 2. We got some more cylinder work that I've done that we're going to share there. I want to go ahead and give everybody one last mention. We're going to give one last reminder for this week of the Clash at the Bass t-shirts available over at tblaster.com. That is about the four-jaw competition between me and Keith Finner. So the t-shirt sales have been doing really good, and I want to personally thank everybody that's been purchasing a shirt, not just for my campaign but Keith's as well, and they're doing pretty good. I think the last time I looked on my end, it was about 135 shirts sold, which is phenomenal, and I'm really proud and I'm really excited to be able to send Stan a really nice check to help pay for that bash this year. That is a really expensive event that he puts on, and he's adding tents and catering food and all that stuff. So this money is really going to help Stan out a lot. So I'm really appreciative of everybody that's been engaging in this and supporting us, whether you're going to the bash or not. It's just a fun way to interact with the community out here, and and buy a limited edition shirt, something that you'll have and remember for a long time. So I've got the links for that campaign in the video description down below. If you haven't got one and you're looking, just look in the video description. You can click on that link. It'll take you right to it. All right. So that's going to be about it for this week. I want to go ahead and start off our viewer mail on that note of the Clash at the Bash, and show you that my friend Mark Lindquist over in Quincy, Florida, I've got an SNS on a visit at his shop. And he's got a really nice printing studio there, and he offered to print out this artwork for me that Quinn Berry had made up. This is the artwork that's on the back of the t-shirt right there, and it's just in this glossy protective cover, but he wanted to print one out for me so that I could hang one up in the in the office inside. So thank you very much, Mark. This looks great. It really did turn out really nice. The artwork. And the picture's just totally cool, man. That's just really neat. So I'm gonna pick up a frame for this, and it's gonna go on the wall in there in the office. And I'm pretty excited about this kind of stuff. I've got several things that I'm gonna be hanging up in the wall in the office, and whenever I actually take the time and try to do some organization in there and start getting some more pictures printed out and hanging up on the wall. But I've got this vision that the office room in there is going to be just covered with pictures and YouTube related stuff. We've got the really awesome flag in there that was made by Gary Ramsey. I'm going to hang up. I got the silver play button in there. We're going to have something like this, and just all kind of neat things is hanging up in there. So I'm pretty excited about that myself. But anyway, Mark, again, thank you for this. This is really nice, and I can't wait to hang it up in there. So be sure to check out the link if you're wanting your shirt. They're going to be on sale for 1 more week whenever you see this, and it is a limited time. So after that, it's probably going to end, and I don't know if we're going to offer them again after that. All right. So one of my viewers who asked to stay anonymous, he asked me not to mention who he was. He sent a couple tools right here, and one of them is going to need a little bit of work, so we're going to have something to send out there to Mark at MR Tool Repair. Let me go ahead and get into the box. Nice packaging job, by the way. Everything was kind of cut to fit in here. All right, so our first red Starrett box right here is not quite a complete set, but a Starrett last word test indicator, and there's 2 of them in here, and one of them is damaged. You know, it could be used for parts or whatever. You know, it's not a complete unit. And then this other one here, let's see, this one is complete and it does work. We got a good Starrett last word indicator right there. And then the little tool holder right here that you can mount in a tool post. Look at that. I mean, that is just beautiful. The color case hardening on this tool. We love this kind of stuff right here, you know. They did a phenomenal job making tools. They still do. They still make great tools. But something to be said about the classic Starrett tools whenever they would do case hardening colors like that. All right, so we got those, and then we have one more in here. Packaged really nice. The foam was cut out. See, you know, to protect it in shipping. So, but what we have here is a 6 to 7 Starrett micrometer, but it's a blade micrometer. So if you look at the anvil right there, you see how thin it is, as well as right here. All right, but there's a couple problems with it. There's a set screw that goes right there that's missing, and it actually moves, and the thimble is tight as well. But I don't know. They offered some models with a fixed thimble that didn't ratchet, so this may be the fixed style. But I need to send these out there to Mark and see if he can work his magic on them and get these things fixed up. Whatever missing pieces are missing out of this, and then get it calibrated. But these are handy whenever you're trying to measure something, you know, a large diameter between 6 and 7 inches, say a groove. If you're having a machine a very narrow groove, that could be for, you know, a snap ring or an O-ring or anything. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's designed. So you have something that's a really thin groove to get down in. It doesn't even have to be round. It could be some, you know, square rectangular shaped item that's got a little groove or something cut on each side, and you could use a tool like this to get in there and get your measurements with. So I don't have any groove mics like this, so this is pretty nice, and I'm going to send it out there to Mark at MR Tool Repair and get him to fix it up, or hopefully he can fix it up for us. All right, we got some really nice handmade viewer mail that come all the way from Belgium, and one of my viewers over there, he loves watching the videos, and this is something that he's been wanting to do for me for quite some time. I believe he did this once already, and for some reason the package didn't make it over here. It got lost or something like that, so he did it again, and this time it made it. I'm gonna put his name up on the screen there, and maybe you guys can help me pronounce how you say that. Vess, I believe. And he owns a company called Pro Lettering, and he sent a couple of his stickers right here. And I am going to put one over there on my cabinet, so you got a spot over there for your sticker. But he owns a company that he does stickers, logos. He does embroidery also, vehicle wraps, you know, things like that. So he made some caps, or as I call them, hats, with my logo embroidered on them, and he's got a few different flavors here. And now this is my favorite hat to wear right here. It's a flex fit. It doesn't have the snapback in it. So he did the artwork himself for the embroidery anyway. Very nice job. All right, so we got that one right there, and that's a perfect fit. I love a flex fit hat. All right, and then he's got a few more in here. Now these are the snapback, black and gray. I think we got 2 or 3 of the black and gray snapbacks. Yep, there's 2 more. There's 2 more right here. Let's go ahead and we'll pull one out so that we can actually see it better on video. All right, there's a little bit of the embroidery right there with the snapback hats. So looks like there's 3 of those in that color. All right, and then we have this color right here, the light blue and the more of a suede color right there. Very cool. And then he also, this is pretty neat too, we got some more stickers. So he did my Shop Life logo with the A-Bomb dial on it. We did the Shop Life with the end mill. He's got the A-Bomb 79 with the little Facebook symbol right there. So I have a Facebook page if you don't know about it. You know, look for me, A-Bomb 79 on Facebook. And then we have our ones without the logo, just the straight A-Bomb 79 logo right there. So very cool. Some very nice stickers right here. These are going to be great. I like them. So thank you very much for the hats. I really appreciate it. I'll probably end up wearing this one a little bit more just because it's the flex fit. That's just what I like. Perfect size too, the large, extra large. I really like that style hat. So Bess, thank you very much for all of the embroidery work, the hats and the stickers, man. I really appreciate it. We're having a little workplace social, and we're going to be doing some boiled crawfish, boiled shrimp, and we're also doing some smoked ribs. So not really planning on getting footage of the whole event, but I just wanted to get a few highlights of the cook that we're doing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll show you what we do along the way. The guys are they're pretty much doing all the food. I'm just here to supervise and maybe drink a beer, but we'll show you some clips along the way. All right, we got the big green egg going, and it is slap full of ribs right now. They've got them wrapped up, and he likes to use this DigiQ, and he says it's been set at 225 degrees all day long. They put them on this morning, and right now it's about 2:45, getting close to 3 o'clock. There it is right there. It's a little electric fan is what it does, and it just helps regulate the temperature of the green egg. Alright, we're going to do some purging of the crawfish right here. Putting some fresh water in them?
Yep.
Okay.
Add a little more salt.
Oh, you already on it. So we're doing this to try to flush the mud out of them, right?
Yeah.
You gotta watch them pinchers, man.
That one hurt a little fall.
Yeah.
Feels better when it quits her.
They got a real nice spot down here on the bayou.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's a horrible day for this. Happy day.
So happy. I hate it. So sad I play.
Man, when I saw the weather, I said, man, it's too nice. It's too nice to have a get together. It's time to go fishing.
All right, so what are we doing now, man? You're heating the wood up. The ribs already been smoking all day, right?
Yeah, they've been on for 4 hours.
Okay.
And gonna get some coals burned, heat it up here, and put some barbecue sauce and braise the barbecue sauce and eat them.
Okay. There you go. So you're just getting it hot, getting it re-hot. It's been set at 225 all day using that DigiQ over there. So
This is my hair dryer.
yeah, I see that. You can hear it.
And I need it. I mean, kind of like you do. I'm going to get you one of these for Christmas.
Well, I'm worried about my hair getting caught in the lathe, so that's why I shaved my head, man.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So I think we're heated up here, and we're going to let the fire do the rest of it.
Okay.
Let the ribs rest just a little bit. Little apple juice in there.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're gonna put some apple juice in them, or you already did?
The apple juice was in there for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, that's right.
225, so
Okay.
they're kind of steaming
Yeah.
after the 2.5 hour smoke.
So you're gonna put the grill back on here, and you're gonna unwrap them, and then
Yeah, in fact, we're going to put the grill on now and kind of burn off some of the
okay.
fats and the residue from the smoking.
There's the deflector plate over there.
So we were running at 225 originally, and we're going to wide open throttle here and
Okay.
giving it full air from the bottom and top. We'll be at 475 in about 5 minutes.
Cool. All right, we're getting the bulls ready. What are we using, Brett?
Patron.
All right, the extra spicy too. It already smells good. This one's going to be for the shrimp. And what we're doing is the veggies first. So we got the potatoes and the corn in there, and we're going to be doing some sausage as well. And this one over here, we're going to be doing just the crawfish in that one. Look at Abby looking fabulous. What up, Will?
Every one of them. Mobile.
All right, time to do some shrimp. We already got the sausage in there. Got it cut up. Brett already did the potatoes and corn. We just dumped those out, so we're doing the shrimp and the sausage now. There's the crawfish.
What's going on? You don't even give you a day off of the off day?
All work all the time, man. There you go. So we got some of the ribs ready, huh?
Yeah, baby.
Man, they're looking good too.
A-bomb, we're fixing to have some food.
Looks like it. Oh, okay. So we got them all off there. That was after a little sear. You coated them down with some sauce, and then you put them back on there to kind of sear them a little bit.
That's Meg Covalt sauce right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Homemade.
That's the good stuff.
The good stuff.
It's an appetizer to the shrimp and sausage.
Yeah. Yeah, we just did the veggies. They're right here. Some taters and corn. All right, there's our shrimp and our sausage. Look like I got some onion and a lemon in there too. They're ready. There's the crawfish.
Huh?
Time to let them soak.
Yeah, we're ready.
Everything's ready. She's still playing her fantasy.
Come on, hit me in this one.
There we got it. There you go.
Yay!
All right, man.
Go, Brett.
Good, fabulous cook, Brett.
Brett. All right, we gotta take these inside now.
I got a new tool from Edge Technology here that I'm going to use. I got a job that I'm getting ready to do some milling on, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to use this. And this is the Pro Mill Stop by Edge Technologies. This is this guy right here. This is a stop that you bolt down to your table here on the mill, and it's adjustable so that you can set you up a stop to locate parts on, you know, for repeatability. There's a couple examples there. We're going to be doing like this little op right here. We're going to be milling these plates over here, and you can, once you get this thing set, you could actually swing that arm out of the way if you need to, you know, have clearance for your cutter or moving parts in and out. Bring it back up and lock it back in. So it's adjustable up and down there, and the rod is adjustable in and out. The bottom of it has got that little step milled in it, so it helps locate there on the T-slot. It does come supplied with a T-nut as well, so it comes with everything that you need. You've got to use a 1/8 Allen wrench for this set screw here and this set screw here, and then for the main socket head bolts there, takes a standard 3/8 Allen. So we're going to set this up and use it. I got these two pieces of steel right here that's 1x4. I need to mill them down to about 3 1/8 across the width, and we also got to mill the end square as well. So that's what I'm going to be using this Pro Mill Stop for. So let's get her set up and see how it does. So I'll start with the ends first. I've got the part cut 1/8 of an inch long, so we'll trim about a 1/16 off each side of it to make them nice and square. And I'm just going to lock that in about there for now. Alright, so I think that might work. Go ahead and tighten the T-nut down right there. And then this set screw, you loosen that, and then you can slide this up and down, so you have a lot of movement on this. You can swing it either way. There's your stop rod. Alright, so we'll just set it right about there. And we'll go ahead and lock this set screw for the stop rod. Alright. Nice and solid. And what I usually do once I get that set, I loosen up my part and I go ahead and I bring it back to it, and then I reset the vise jaws. Okay, now if you want to, this side right here has been sheared, so I don't know how well it's going to work, but what you can do, yeah, so we can just swing it off out of the way. If you need to get it out of the way, whenever you're done, you can bring it right back up where you had it, lock it back in place. Now with that being a sheared side, I need to reset this though. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's going to work out pretty good. So each side I'll just slide it in there to the stop rod, and then we'll mill our ends of the plate here. Using a 2-inch roughing end mill right there. It's running 130 RPM, and I'm just hand and feeding it across there. I'm going to go ahead and mill the second one. First in, and then we'll flip it around, we'll do our measurements and make our finished cuts. So that's working out pretty good right there. I just set a 0 on my x-axis and just brought the cutter back to 0. All right, so our plates are going to finish at 11 5/8. And this isn't a super critical measurement. If it's within 10 thousandths plus or minus either way, I'll be happy with it. All right, so 11.625 is our target size. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so about 40. I say we take 40 thousandths off that and we'll be good. All right, we made our cut. Let's see if I measured it right. About 11.618. Well, let's see if I can cut the second one about the same. All right, we got our milled side over here. Okay. There we go. 618, so that's good to go. And I'll probably continue to use this because these plates have 4, let me see, it's either 4, I'm sorry, yeah, 4 tapped holes in there, so I can use this as a repetitive setup. Now that they're the same length, I can drill and tap one and then slide the other one in there and drill and tap it, and it'll be in the same spot. So there it is, the Pro Stop by Edge Technology. So far I'm liking it. This is the first time I've used it, but it's working out to be a fine tool. So I would recommend it. Go pick it up. I've got a link in the video description that'll send you right to it. This is $49.99 on their website. They've recently reduced the price of it by 10 bucks. So I think it's a good tool for the price, and it'll help you out over here on the milling machine getting this stuff done. Here's where I'm going to take advantage of using the Pro Stop again. We've already got it set up. Got the 2 plates. This is the hole pattern that I'm putting in there. What we have is a 265 millimeter center to center on the outside holes, and the one in the center right here is 190 millimeters center to center from one end. All right, so I've only got to do the 6 holes on one plate, and then the second plate is just going to have the 4 on the perimeter right there. 50 millimeter between centers this way on the y-axis. So these get drilled and tapped for 16 millimeter bolts, 16 by 2.0. So that's what we're doing. That's pretty standard. Drill, I'll power tap it. Might get a shot on one of the holes, but once I get this one done, then I can slide this one out and then slide this plate in and just go in there and repeat the 4 holes. So I'm going in with a 35/64 drill bit. Actual tap size would be 14 millimeter, but I don't have a 14 millimeter drill. Let's see if the new Jacobs has got what it takes to hold it. That's a starter 4 flute. You can see if it'll handle it. Nope. Alright, I might switch it out to the 18N and see if it'll hold it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're moving some metal with that one. Sometimes you just got to go to some A-bomb torque to get it done. Looks fine to me. We'll go get a bolt and check it. Looks good to me. All right, one down, one more to go. The second one, we don't have to put these other 2 center holes in there. It's just one plate that has that. All right, take that one out. We'll drop this one in. Just make sure you ain't got no chips there for it to bind up on. Slide it over to our Pro Stop. All right, ready to get 4 more holes drilled and tapped. I get these done and I'll show you what these are going to be used for. So there's the 2 plates that you see me making right there. And you might ask, what is this? Well, it's a hydraulic cylinder. It's just a weird looking hydraulic cylinder. They call it a side shift. So the cylinder gets mounted by these 2 plates. And so, you know, the rod extends, that's the butt plate end. So the rod comes out this end. You can, I don't know what exactly it's for, but if you would imagine like a crane that has outriggers that support it, this works the same exact way. But what's odd about it is it's got these undercuts right here on both sides, and they're knurled. And the reason the tube is bad is because it's severely worn underneath right here. But again, I don't know exactly what the use is for. This isn't for industrial equipment out in the field or not. This is industrial equipment like in a paper mill, textile plant, that kind of stuff. So they wanted a new barrel made. So I had started cutting these off there. You can see my cut lines there. Then I figured, you know what, I'm not a grinder, I'm a machinist. So instead of cutting all that off, I would have had to come over here and cut these welds off that side. You know, I got some plate over there, I had some flat bar, I went over there and cut it, milled it, drilled and tapped it. Now I ain't got to worry about cutting all that off. I can use this as a sample. So the next thing is, how do I get those welded exactly in the right spot? Well, I got a jig right here underneath you I'm about to show you. So this is a V-block fixturing plate that my dad and I built years ago for this board mill right here. We needed to hold a big piece of pipe or something to do some machining on, so this is some material we had, angle plate, big piece of flat bar, and I basically built all this, welded it all up myself. I'm using it as a fixture to hold this new cylinder together. Okay, so I used the sample here and welded these pieces and drilled this hole pattern off so that I can slide the new tube in here, slide the plates in there, and bolt it all together and get it welded up. I'll show you. Thank you. Alright, see, there it is. Now I got a stop on that end for the tube. All the holes will line up with these 2 plates. We can use some 16 mil bolts and get everything bolted in, and then I come in here and tack this stuff off. Now for the other side, what I'll do is I'll just weld some little standoffs out here on each end to help keep the plates from trying to move one way or the other when I go to weld the other side, because I'm going to have to take it out to weld the other side. So that's what we're up to right now. And you can see the plates will come in here like this. And I got some bolts to get it bolted in. Alright, bolt the 2 plates in, slide the new barrel in, get it welded off. So next phase is machining on the barrel. This was a short clip that I took on my phone and posted to my Facebook page. And what I'm showing you here is not just the indicating, but the out of roundness that you get sometimes with chrome plated bar because of the centerless grinding process. It looks really nice and it is a pretty surface and it's great for seals, but it's not always perfectly round. You'll have a little bit of variance there, and that's what you're seeing on the indicator. I'm doing my deburr off right now. I know it's hard to see. Alright, can't really focus in there. My boring bar is just about touching those jaws, and I need to chamfer that back edge. So doing it by hand. That way I don't risk screwing anything up here. This is a short video I took standing on Palafox Pier, downtown Pensacola, standing out on Pensacola Bay. It was Sunday morning, and we went and had some breakfast, and then the weather was just beautiful. And I drove down to the end of Palafox, and it's really pretty down there. You can park and sit down there and look at the water. People go down there fishing, or you can look at the harbor right here. There's a nice big ship over there on the other side that's docked there at the shipyard. But anyway, just a quick little clip of downtown and right there on the water. A really nice area down there.